Welcome back everybody, Todd here. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to be installing these wind deflectors on the Memphis Shades Batwing fairing. So come on with me and let's get into this install. Here's our product. Again, it's the Memphis Shades wind deflectors made specifically for the Batwing fairing, the Memphis Shade Batwing fairing. There is your part number, and let's go over to the bike and I'll show you the fairing. So there's the fairing on the bike. Again, that's the Memphis Shades Batwing fairing. You can see right down here, it's already made with some plugs in there for those wind deflectors. So to install those, you've got one that goes on each side of the fairing. So as far as degree of difficulty for the install, it should be easy peasy. Let's go back over to the bench and unpackage the wind deflectors. There's our parts. Couldn't be any simpler than that. Just go easy when it comes to unboxing these things. You want to make sure that you're not pulling on any of that plastic because you don't want to scratch these or scuff them. As usual, Memphis Shades always has, in my opinion, really good directions. So here again, no exception. We'll take a minute, we'll read the instructions, go over to the bike, and it shouldn't take long. I mean, you're popping those plugs off of the fairing and you're putting these on. So give me a minute and let's meet back over at the bike. I've already popped one of these out. They're just plastic, and around the back, I tried to film it, but I'm just using that, and I'm just taking the center. There's a hole in the center, and you just pop it out. Let me grab one and I'll show you close up. Those are the 3 plugs that came out of those holes. Couldn't be easier. So I'll do the other side, and again, meet you back at the bike. Here's our hardware. So this is going to go on the outside of the fairing. This is nylon. Here's a washer, and that's going to just thumb tight on there. So you've got 3 of them. We'll start out by putting the center one in first, get it all aligned, pop the other 2 in, get it all finger tight, and we should be good. Okay. There's one down. Let me get the other hardware. And last but not least, hey. Hey, and just like that, it's on. Is that maybe the easiest install ever? Looks good. Hey, the key here, guys, is do not over tighten that. I mean, it says right on there, don't use a screwdriver. Just use your hands and crank it down. Let's get the other side on and pull her out in the driveway and have a look at it. And there we go. I know it's in the shade, but it's the best I could do. So you can see it's a real nice fit. Very clean lines. It's on there nice and snug. I'm happy with it. From the back side, coming over here. From the back side here. It should definitely fill in that gap between the bottom of the fairing and the top of the lowers. It's going to help. And if you look at the angle, they do have a bit of a bend to them. You can see how it kind of bends like this, a flare. So there you have it. Those are your lower wind deflectors for the Batwing fairing, the Memphis Shades Batwing fairing, and lower wind deflectors in black. Those are in black. And if you look at that, it's the same as my windshield. So if I kind of poke down, you can see through it, but it's extremely dark. Same thing here, you can see through it, but it's extremely dark. Just in case you're wondering, that's the 6.5 inch windshield, and only one size in the wind deflectors. Okay, I hope this helps you out if you're considering making that purchase or doing an install. Okay, I just got back from about a 47-minute ride, test out the lower wind deflectors, and they work great. Before I put those on, I was getting a little bit of air up along the tank, kind of coming up my stomach. Now, these wind deflectors are definitely funneling the wind down along my leg here. I can feel it. So, definitely worth the little bit of time it took to install them, and honestly, not a lot of money. So if you've got the Batwing fairing, if you've got the Memphis Shade Batwing fairing, you're wondering if you ought to put those on, I say do it. You got nothing to lose. And it really did, I think, improve the wind pocket back here. Well, that's going to do it for this video. As always, I appreciate you tagging along. I hope you got something useful out of this. I will continue to move forward with my build. The next step here is to get the new handlebars and risers on here. So be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you back here on the next one.